Welcome back to the OKC Foodcast. You're joined once again by Nabil.
And Ashley.
And this week, we're going to talk all about dessert.
Sweet.
I see what you did there. If you're new to this podcast and you're listening to us for the first time, let's just give you a quick rundown of what we do here. We just take you along with our taste buds around Oklahoma and maybe other places sometimes.
Yeah, and stuff we cook too.
And stuff we cook to our homes.
Yeah.
And just talk about the food that we eat and the food that's coming in Oklahoma and new places that might be opening up soon that we're all excited about.
Yeah. We also interview local foodies and local chefs. So we've got some more coming your way soon. Today's just going to be Nabil and I. But yeah, we kind of take you on our little food journey in OKC.
So yeah, won't you join us?
Yeah, for sure. So let's talk about what was your favorite thing you ate this week?
So that's a tough one this week.
Too much deliciousness.
Too much deliciousness, and I don't know, for some reason I just couldn't think about a place that I ate that was, just blew my taste buds away.
Right.
But there was this one place, one fateful night. Serena and I just got done with the wedding, and we were super hungry. You had wedding food, which
Would you say you were hangry?
Well, no, I wasn't really angry. I was just hungry. And it was like that time when everything's kind of closing, especially around us.
Yeah.
And we didn't want to drive too far. And we really wanted pizza, but we wanted to pick the pizza up on our way back home.
Right.
And most of the places you call be like, oh, we'll deliver, which is convenient, but not for this time.
Yeah, because you wanted it fast.
Yeah. So I found this place, small little place that did not know existed until that day.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Village Pizza.
Okay.
It's on Penn and Hefner. And so I called them. They said they were open. And I was like, hey, can I order some pizza? They're like, sure, blah, blah, blah. Went through the pizza ordering. And I was like, can I come pick it up? And he was like, no, sorry, we just deliver right now. I was like, great. Another place that just delivers right now. And he kind of heard like that hesitation in my voice. So I was like, oh, okay. Mm-hmm. And he was like, do you want to come pick it up? And I was like, yeah, I would love to come pick it up. And so because of that place has jumped to my eat of the week because it was so nice, right?
Yeah.
Most places would just be like, no, we don't. And that's it. And I understand that.
Yeah.
Safety, security, that makes sense. But we got the cheeseburger pizza.
Okay.
Odd choice for me. I usually never get like the cheeseburger. I like the margaritas or the buffaloes or sometimes even just the cheese to really baseline test a pizza place. I love getting the cheese.
I mean, I feel like you can do the baseline test with the margarita too, though.
But margarita is still like you're adding more to the pizza.
All right.
My baseline test is the cheese.
I don't think I've ever ordered a cheese pizza for myself. Yeah, ever. Okay.
If you try a cheese at all the places, you get to know, they use a different cheese.
Yeah,
this is their crust.
I can understand.
I
understand the logic behind it. Don't know that I'll follow.
I guess you could judge the same way with margarita. To each their own.
So you had the cheeseburger.
We had the cheeseburger. It was a solid pizza. Mm-hmm. And I will probably be going back to them late at night when I don't want to drive further south, for sure. So well done, Village Pizza.
Village Pizza, cool.
Yeah.
All right. My most favorite thing I had this week was from Barrios. This was probably my third time to go to Barrios, and actually the second time for me to order this exact same meal. It is so good. So first, we started off with appetizer, the smashed guacamole. Their chips are really, really good. They're like extra crunchy. I don't know all chips are crunchy, but these were like, I guess, kind of thicker. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge fan of guacamole. I think we've chatted about guac a few times. And the drink I am absolutely, the cocktail, should I say, obsessed with. It's their guava habanero margarita.
You and your spicy drinks.
I know. This was so good. And then they even like sprinkle some black pepper on top. Sounds odd.
Interesting.
But this drink, oh my goodness, I want it every day. Maybe not every day, but
I mean, you'd probably take it every day.
I wouldn't turn it away. So that guava habanero margarita to die for. And my dinner, I got the wild mushroom tamale, which is incredible. It's topped with a poblano cream sauce and a side of the Mexican street corn.
I bet the Mexican street corn was good.
Yeah, it was really good. But that tamale was amazing. Are you a fan of tamales?
Not really.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
maybe you haven't had a good one because I used to think I didn't like tamales.
I think it's just like most of the tamales I've eaten have just been like really soft, and
Yeah.
then their fillings are really soft.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot of textural
Right.
contrast for me.
Yeah.
And I'll try it and I'll enjoy it. I'll be like, yeah, that tasted great,
Mm-hmm.
but I probably would never order one.
You know, last Christmas, my family did a big dinner as usual, but we decided not to go the traditional route, and we did a huge Mexican dinner. So I made tamales for the first time myself, and I did like pulled pork in mine. So it did give it two different textures. You have your pulled pork and then the tamale masa outer.
Yeah.
But this tamale, the wild mushroom one from Barrios, I would highly recommend it. It's
Okay. Maybe I'll
delicious.
try that.
Yeah.
Maybe. Or maybe I'll let you get it and I'll try a bite.
Okay. Have you been to Barrios before?
I haven't.
No?
I've heard they're good.
Yeah.
There was that spree where so many Mexican restaurants were opening
I
up.
know. It was like Barrios.
Hacienda,
and what's
Revolucion.
the Revolucion? That's
Yeah,
what I was
there's so
thinking
many
of.
that opened up right next to each
That's
other.
true.
Or not next to each other, but like so close to
They
each
opened
other.
around the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of calendar.
Right. I haven't been to Hacienda.
Hacienda's good.
Yeah.
I like Hacienda.
Cool.
One thing I did forget to mention about Village Pizza
Oh, yeah.
that I will go get, even on my way back home right now, their cheesy bread.
Cheesy bread.
Oh my gosh. That cheesy bread kind of stole the show. Maybe that's
Really?
why I didn't enjoy the pizza as much.
Oh.
Because I ate
You
that
were
cheesy
so
bread
full.
and I was like, that cheesy bread was so good. I mean, it was, when you mean cheesy bread, it was super cheesy and just really satisfying.
Do you dip your cheesy bread in marinara?
I do.
Yeah.
Their marinara was a little watery for my taste. I like that thick marinara
Yeah, I
that just
do
like
too.
sits on top of that
Yeah.
bread. But
Kind of chunky.
yeah,
Yeah.
but that cheesy bread was, that was really good.
Okay. Village Pizza, cheesy bread, Barrios, habanero margarita, guava habanero margarita. Go try it.
Yeah. So on to dessert.
Dessert.
We talked about dinner
Yeah.
and drinks,
Yes.
and so now dessert. So this again, like our brunch episode, not like a top of anything list. It's just the desserts we have enjoyed that are on top of our list right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe one day we'll do like a top ice cream list, top donut list.
Yeah. I like that idea.
Because desserts are hard to compare over that spectrum because there's so many different types.
And I feel like I don't get dessert nearly as often as I get dinner.
Me neither. I usually skip the dessert unless
Yeah.
it's a place where I'm like, ooh, I gotta get that food.
Exactly. So it's not often that I'm going out for dessert. I
Yeah.
feel like I am lucky in the sense that I have 3 nephews,
Yeah. And you have to take them out for dessert.
and that is kind of our jam,
Yeah.
is going out for dessert.
Could jam be considered dessert? It's sweet.
It's sweet. It's a I guess so. I mean, there's donuts filled with jam,
Yeah.
but is that a breakfast? I don't know.
I
It's
mean,
debatable.
are donuts breakfast or are donuts dessert? Debatable.
It is debatable.
These are the philosophical questions we tackle on a daily basis.
Oh goodness.
All right. So tell us what desserts you like in Oklahoma.
All right. So my first one is going to be Capitals ice
Ooh.
cream. Yeah,
Capitals.
I've been a couple of times. If you've not tried it, it's really cool what they do. You've been there before, right?
Yeah, I just went there recently.
Okay, so you pick the ice cream one, or you can like build it yourself with the different add-ons that they have, and they put it in this cup and then kind of hook. I'm sure there's a name for this machine, but they put it all together and then it's served like soft serve. So my favorite, I've gotten it twice. My favorite was the Gold Dome.
Okay.
I'm a big lemon fan when it comes to desserts. And the Gold Dome has like lemon bar and graham cracker throughout it. It's really, really good. And then it's also topped with the cute little lemon slice. Another one I got, I can't remember the name of it. I don't think they have it right now, but it was kind of decorated with little Teddy Grahams and a drizzle of honey on top. I think it was called Ted something.
That would make sense with the Teddy Grahams.
Yeah.
But I mean, that is what's cool about Capitals is they'll keep changing their specials often.
Yeah.
What I got at Capitals that I really enjoyed was the cookies and cream.
Okay. Yep.
It's got the chocolate chip cookies, the Oreos, and then I loved that they used cereal in the ice cream.
Yeah.
They added Cookie Crisps to it, which if you don't know, for cereal, that's like eating chocolate chip cookies with your milk. I mean, it was great.
But Cookie Crisp, they're kind of like puff corn.
They are a little more puffy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if you actually had chocolate chip cookies with your milk, that
that would be
that'd be borderline a problem.
For breakfast.
Be like, what's your breakfast? Hey, I just made my own cereal. I crushed up some chocolate chip cookies and I pour it in a bowl of milk and eat it. Actually, that sounds pretty good.
It does. I wouldn't turn it away. I wouldn't turn it away for sure. So, I enjoy Capitals and plan on going back.
Yeah, me too. And I like where it's situated.
It's actually right next to Barrios.
It's
right? Yeah.
It's there, and then Hall's Pizza Kitchen is there.
Yep.
But something that really surprised me was across the street from it, there's a bocce ball court.
I know. Isn't that cool?
I was like, this is awesome.
I feel like that would be your thing.
I do enjoy bocce ball.
Yeah.
It's fun. I played a couple of times. The first time I played it, I was in North Carolina. And I was like, oh, this is so cool. Why don't we have this in Oklahoma? And
now we do.
So
yeah.
It's awesome.
I'll be a cheerleader on the sidelines. I'm not very athletic.
You just got to throw a ball.
I know. You don't want to see me throw a ball.
Another ice cream place that I enjoy, other than Capitals, is Roxy's.
Oh, yeah. I like Roxy's too.
And I love their graham cracker ice cream.
Graham cracker ice cream.
I've tried like so many other flavors, but I'll do just that. I'll try it, and then I'll usually end up getting the graham cracker ice cream because they're good, but I just like eating that cup of the graham cracker ice cream.
When you get ice cream, do you get it in a cup or like a waffle cone?
Depends on my mood.
Yeah.
Depends on the mood.
I usually opt for cup. I don't know. I like waffle cones.
If I'm walking and eating or moving or going somewhere and taking it to go, I like the waffle cone.
Yeah.
And if I'm sitting there and eating it, I like the cup, which is weird because a lot of people
do
it the other way around.
Yeah, for sure. I took my nephews there once and they got the Cookie Monster, which is like 2 giant chocolate chip cookies and filled with cookies and cream ice cream. And it was so huge that I split it with them. But yeah, that was tasty.
They've got some good stuff.
Yeah. So another spot that I know we've both chatted about loving their dessert is Whiskey Cake.
Yes, the whiskey cake.
Their whiskey cake.
It's named for its place.
Yeah. I mean, your dessert has to be pretty damn good to name your whole restaurant what your dessert feature is.
And it is.
It is. It's fantastic. It's a toffee torte with a bourbon anglaise and spiced pecans, homemade vanilla house-made whipped cream.
So good.
Oh my gosh.
I want one right now.
It comes out warm. That whipped cream is so good. They serve the whipped cream like separately in this like little bowl.
Good, because you don't want it to melt.
Right.
Yes, you need that whipped cream holding its structure and consistency.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'll just become milk.
Yeah. I mean, I've been to Whiskey Cake a few times, and not every time have I gotten the whiskey cake, just because I'm too full. But trust,
Get it to go.
well, I have. I've definitely done that before, but I've gotten that whiskey cake quite a few times. Love it.
Yeah, me too. That cake is so good.
Yeah.
A place that I like going to, if we're like, hey, let's go get dessert, obviously because this place doesn't sell anything else, is Pie Junkie.
Yes,
Pie Junkie has just some really good quality pies.
they do. They really do.
And I've tried a few of them, and two of my favorites are the Drunken Turtle.
Did you say drunken turtle?
Yeah.
That's funny. What is that?
It's graham cracker crust. I like graham crackers.
Yeah,
I
apparently.
I like graham crackers. Graham cracker crust, which is probably the best crust for a pie. If you're going to make a pie crust, graham cracker crust, awesome.
Agreed.
With a chocolate filling, or as they say it, a fudgy chocolate filling,
okay.
which makes it better.
Yeah.
And it's topped with salted bourbon, caramels, and pecans.
Nice. That does sound delicious.
It's so good.
So it's like I should have guessed that. It's like a turtle candy.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. In a pie.
In a pie form.
There you go. And the other one that I like from there is the macadamia key lime pie.
Oh, I love key lime pie.
Yeah.
Love key lime pie. I think the best key lime pie I had, though, was in Florida. I mean,
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
I've heard someone else say that as well.
Oh, my gosh.
Apparently you got to go there to have key lime pie.
You do. You really, really do. So the next one that I want to mention is near and dear to my heart. It's actually my sister, Lindsay's Sweet Treats and Catering. She does this out of her home. She went to culinary school, and her primary focus was pastries. And so she does cookies, cupcakes, cakes, and pies. So speaking of pies, she does a lot of kids' birthday orders and will do very, very unique custom cake toppers or
that's cool.
cupcake toppers.
Yeah.
She'll do the cupcake toppers a lot of times out of chocolate. So, I mean, you have
You
to
got to eat them.
Oh, yeah. So you can eat
Although
the
you feel bad
toppers.
about eating really good toppers.
Because
you're
they're
like, this looks so
they're
good.
so beautiful. Yeah. And then around the holidays, she'll do tons of pies. One of my favorites of hers, and I've said before how I'm not a huge chocolate fan, but she does this chocolate silk pie, and it's a chilled pie. It is to die for.
Why haven't I tried any of these?
No, I don't know.
So I can't attest to Lindsay's
Sweet treats.
sweet treats because I've never had Lindsay's sweet treats.
Okay,
Ashley, you got to fix this.
Well, we have a family get together coming up soon, so I will get her to bring something. I'll share the love.
Yes.
But if you are interested in Lindsay's sweet treats, if you have, I don't know, baby shower, birthday, anything like that coming up, she has an Instagram page at Lindsay's Sweet Treats. And she's also on Facebook. So you can contact her through email, and she's really great to work with delicious food.
I'm sure she is.
Yeah.
She'll be even greater after I get my treat.
You sound like you're holding a grudge.
Well, if it's so good, why haven't I had it? Is all I'm saying.
I know. I'm sorry.
The next place that was impressive for dessert was Uncle Julio's.
Oh, yeah.
Uncle Julio's, and everyone's probably heard of this, the chocolate piñata. And that's exactly what it is. It's a chocolate piñata that they bring to your table, and you have to break it at your table.
Right.
It's cool because they were like, you guys want dessert? And I was like, yes, we have to try this chocolate piñata. And they were like, I cannot bring that out until I clear the table. So
Really?
they have to clear the table. They bring this in this huge tray because once you break it, everything falls out,
Okay.
as what happened with the piñata.
Yeah.
And this thing is filled. It was so much food. This thing is filled with pineapples, berries, mini churros. It comes with raspberry, chocolate, and caramel sauce, and homemade whipped cream.
Dang.
This was a lot of dessert. Mm-hmm. Now, granted, this is probably one of the priciest desserts I've gotten. But the chocolate was really good quality. You know, you got it to go, and like there was huge chunks of chocolate that were left from the piñata. This was all chocolate. The berries were good. The churros were really good. The sauces were really good. Like it was a solid dessert. A little pricey, but if you have, 7-8 people eating that, I think you'll be totally fine.
Cool. It sounds like a cool thing to do for like a birthday celebration.
Yeah, for sure. That's kind of what it was a birthday celebration.
Yeah, I'm going to have to try that. So did they, the sauces, those were on the side that you like dip the findings, or is it all mixed in?
So the findings fall out and the sauces are kind of like smeared on the side of this platter that they bring the whole thing out in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That sounds awesome.
Yeah,
I want to try it.
It was pretty cool.
All right. The next place that I love and have visited several times is Cuppy's and Joe. It's such a cute, quaint spot. I love the spot, and they have great coffee.
They do. That I can attest to. Haven't had dessert there.
You haven't had the Cuppy's?
I haven't had the Cuppy's. I just had the Joe.
Oh, man. There's so many great ones. But as I mentioned earlier, I'm a big fan of the lemon. So, and I also love the name of their lemon cupcake. It's called the Lemony Snicket. And so it's basically a lemon cuppy with lemon buttercream on top. But all of their cupcakes are wonderful. And they, too, bring in new flavors and kind of keep their menu fresh.
Nice.
I posted recently, they did these lemon blueberry donuts. And they looked wonderful. I really wanted to go and get one, but
that sounds interesting.
Unfortunately, I did not.
Donuts.
Yeah.
Speaking of donuts... That was a fantastic unplanned segue.
Yeah.
The next place on my list is a donut place.
Okay.
And this place is called Polar Donuts. It is on 10th and Meridian. It's this small little kind of hole-in-the-wall donut place. And it was so good.
Yeah? How is it different from other donuts?
Well, funny you should ask. Because it is different from other donuts because they use potato flakes in their donut recipe.
Ooh.
Right? And so when I had it, because you walk in and they're like, hey, you want to try a donut? Well, sure. Yeah. So it was really cool. And the people who were working there were really nice. And so when I tried that, I was like, this tastes and feels different.
Yeah.
And what is it? It's not a cake donut. What is it? And so they told me, they were like, oh, we use potato flakes in a recipe.
Interesting.
And I was like, that just added a different dimension to the donut that it was really, really good. I tried their maple, their glaze, their long john, and there was this donut called the Strong Pimp Hand that I really wanted to try.
The Strong Pimp Hand.
But by the time I was done ordering everything, I already had a ton of donuts. And I didn't have that many people that were going to eat these.
It's okay. You say I'm going to spread them out over the week.
But I did get like a little bag of donut holes to go to, which were fantastic as well. So Polar Donuts, it's a little out of my way. Yeah. So if I'm like in a hurry picking up donuts for the office or something like that, can't do that. But if I'm ever in that area or it's a special trip, Polar Donuts is the way to go.
Okay. What do you know? What was in the Strong Pimp Hand?
I don't. It looked pretty plain.
Oh.
So it might have. I think it was just a funny name. It was just an intriguing name. I'm like, that's funny that you name it this.
Yeah.
I didn't ask him why.
Yeah.
Because I'd already asked him so many questions. I was like, I'm sure these guys just want me out of here.
Right. That's funny.
But yeah, next time I go there, I'm going to try it.
Cool. So, as Nabil mentioned earlier, there's so many different places around OKC. These that we've mentioned so far are just some of the ones that we've really enjoyed, but we do have a few more on our list that are just honorable mentions.
Yeah. And there's some that have opened up recently that we haven't had the chance to try, but we're looking forward to going there at some point and telling you about them.
Yeah.
Or if you've tried them, you let us know.
Please. Yeah. hit us up. So one of these we actually went to together, and they had just opened, and it was Ganache Patisserie.
Mm-hmm. And that's right there on Chisholm Creek, Western Memorial. And we're not kidding when we said they just opened.
Right. They didn't even have like everything baked yet. Like they were just kind of, I don't know. They had their doors open. They had some macaroons ready. So I did get a little sleeve of those.
Yeah.
They were very, very good. I'd love to go back now that they're in full swing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they were so new. They didn't have their menu up.
Right.
They didn't have anything on their walls yet. And we just happened to be there. So they're like, hey, let's stop by. Mm-hmm. But looking forward to going there again.
For sure.
The next one, I haven't had the pleasure of trying this place, but I've heard about it. Baked Bear in Norman.
Yeah.
Apparently these ice cream sandwiches are something that you absolutely must do.
You definitely must do. I've taken my nephews there once, and it's the blue ice cream.
Yeah.
That people go nuts over.
It's what's called the bear cookie dough.
Yeah, it's the bear batter.
Bear batter.
I think it's like cake batter ice cream with fudge and brownie in it, and then they'll do like the big ice cream sandwiches there too. So definitely worth trying.
Yeah, I didn't find myself in Norman very often,
Yeah.
but maybe one of these days make a trip down there.
Yeah, for sure. La Baguette Bistro.
Classic.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, with all the different locations around OKC, I know there's one in Norman, and one just opened up in Deep Deuce. I haven't had the opportunity to try that one out yet.
There's one in the city.
There is one in the city. I think they are owned by different people. I'm not 100% sure, but I know there's two in Norman. Between the two in Norman and the one in OKC, they have different vibes.
Really?
Yeah. But I've gotten a strawberry cake from them once for my sister's birthday. And the thing that people go crazy over is the chocolate mouse or chocolate mice, I guess if you get more than one. These chocolate mice are filled with chocolate mousse.
Is that a tongue twister?
It is.
Chocolate mice with chocolate mousse.
But they're really cute, and it's like really a little mouse of chocolate.
I've never tried that, but usually at La Baguette, it's their chocolate cake that I go for.
Oh, yeah?
And it's usually like for a birthday or something like that. We're like, hey, let's go get La Baguette's chocolate cake. And it's so good.
Yeah.
It is so good. Another place that I think I'd be very mistaken if I didn't mention, the cinnamon rolls from the fair.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, these rolls are just so good.
They are.
They're so good. I watched them make it, and I mean, anyone can watch them make it because they make them out there behind the glass. The amount of butter that goes in these. Oh my gosh.
Loads of butter.
But they taste so good when they come out. And there's always a line to get them, and I'll always stand in that line to get them.
Yeah.
At least once during the fair.
I hate to admit, but I have not tried a fair cinnamon roll.
Oh.
I know.
The grimace on my face.
I know.
We'll have to fix that this year.
Yeah, for sure. I'm down. I'd like the funnel cake. Now that's something that I always get at the fair.
See, a lot of people do, but I like the cinnamon roll.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, cinnamon roll beats out funnel cake. Hashtag Team Cinnamon.
Team cinnamon.
Or Team Roll. Whatever. Whatever flows off the tongue.
And another place that we wanted to mention, it's brand new. BB's Craft Ice Cream.
That's right. Yeah, this just opened up in Chisholm Creek as well.
Right.
Right? I can't wait to try it because it's right next to that pizza place that opened up as well.
All right.
Bira Bira.
Yeah.
And that I've heard some people
we should
say
make a
it's
night
really
of
good.
it and go to both of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the few occasions where you'll get dessert after dinner.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I think that's a pretty sweet list we got there.
You did it again. You started and ended with the same joke.
What can I say? But no, I'm really excited to try some of these places that I haven't yet, and I am really craving some dessert right now.
Me too. So let's wrap it up and go
Yeah.
get some dessert.
Okay.
Thanks again for joining us this week. And if you like us, please share this podcast with a friend. Share the love of OKC food. That will only bring better food to Oklahoma.
For sure.
And if you feel so inclined, please leave us a rating and write us a review. We very much appreciate that.
We do. And if you'd like to send us your listener feedback, or if you know of any spots in OKC that we need to try, feel free to email us at okcfoodcast@gmail.com.
Or message us on our social media.
Oh, yeah, of course. Social media, you can find us on Facebook and Instagram at OKC Foodcast.
And with that,
yeah, until next time, friends, eat well and be happy.